Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Sunday, March 22nd, 2015. Here in the Lynn-Body-Mind, it's me, Charles, my friend Fernando, and the Body-Mind. We have been working with the personal parts of this assignment pretty steadily and with focus for the past 24 hours, I would say.
That's true.
And so our working theory for today's work is that it will have focus on the larger sphere, but we'll find out. Our intention is to do what is ours to do in all dimensions right now, to trigger the awakening right now, and with that, it begins. It's important to define the group for this group healing, and the group is the galaxy of which our planet, Planet Saskatch, the supersized planet, is a part of, and therefore the subatomic particles of the Milky Way galaxy are also a part of. And so our intention is to awaken us, this large supersized galaxy.
That's true.
How may we be of service right now to trigger the awakening for this galaxy right now? It has that open wide, say,
That's
feeling. In other words, hold the space. Now, what did I notice? I noticed during the opening process that it really seemed as though we got down to the nature realms. And when we got down to the nature realms below, it felt an awful lot of stability.
That's true.
So, let's intend to be a vessel that reaches all the way down, at least down to the nature realms below. Let's start there, right?
True.
And now there's something pumping up energy from the nature realms. It isn't me. We're just holding the space for it. And as that goes through us, we start to be able to offer this vessel to wiser beings, more effective beings, more powerful beings who desperately want the awakening to occur for our galaxy, and say to them, you can use us.
That's true, you can use us.
As vessels to trigger the awakening right
now.
Again, I feel a sensation of, it's like the planets of this galaxy, or maybe the solar systems of this galaxy, are on strings or fishing line, and they're just being brought in toward the center, like pulling those strings shorter, like reeling in fishing lines. But it isn't us doing the reeling in. We're just holding the space, and through us these fishing lines are being reeled in.
That's true.
Some of these fish, now it's starting to look like planets, but they're wiggling like fish on a fishing line.
True.
Some of these fish seem to wish to get caught. They're not struggling.
That's true.
And others are really going all out to get away.
That's true.
My stories, we just cut the lines of those fish that are really, we're not here to force a healing on anyone or anything. If anybody wants to get away, we just snip the lines.
That's
and
true.
now it's much more peaceful because the planets who are being reeled in now wish to be reeled in.
That's true.
Could be solar systems that wish to be reeled in.
That's true.
You can use us as vessels to reel in these solar systems who wish to awaken. And now I feel it's like seeing things splat against a central pole. Splat, splat. They made a reference to the movie Flubber, and then things splatting.
Yeah.
What? Help me, I don't...
The flubber was kind of almost sentient material, and it splatted on things. It was goopy.
Sentient material, yes. That's what this is. It's sentient material.
That's true.
And it's splatting against this. It looks like a plexiglass conduit.
That's true.
That's the vertical axis around which the galaxy is spinning.
Yes, that's true.
Stretching in, stretching longer. And offering to hold the space for wiser minds to work through.
You can use us as vessels.
Use us as vessels. Let us hold the space. We're willing to do the heavy lifting. We just have come to realize that we aren't good people to give the steering wheel to. So we're handing the steering wheel to you, and we'll pump the accelerator.
That's true. Lengthening, it's lengthening super fast.
It is. And I feel sentient presence at both ends,
Yes,
kind of
it's
pulling
true.
it even longer. So we're
It's
shrinking
true.
in, sentient presence at either end is pulling it longer. It's a team effort.
That's true.
We're saying you can use us as vessels. I see much more splatting of the solar systems against this central core.
That's true.
Splat, 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 splat. Truth to truth. I feel sadness and fear, but it's not fear that's holding anything back. It's just
No.
the fearfulness that accompanies the steps.
That's true.
But the fear isn't winning.
That's true.
The steps are still being taken.
That is true.
We're taking the steps. We as the galaxy possibly, are taking the steps. We as these solar systems, these are the solar systems who wish to awaken, and we're letting go of everyone who doesn't wish to awaken.
That's
What do
true.
I notice? I notice this is creating a bifurcation, a splitting of the galaxy. There
That's
are the
true.
parts that don't wish to awaken, and they're pretty far away from this central core.
Yes.
But whoosh, right against the central core, there's a tight gathering of
That
solar
is
systems
true.
who wish to awaken. Poof! So we'll just work with this and let the rest, we'll just ignore the rest for now.
That's true.
Tuning, 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 tuning.
Longer.
Stretching.
Ooh.
Me too, me too, me too. Tuning to truth. Tuning to truth. Which means that there's some ugly untruths popping off that we have been ignoring or suppressing or denying to some extent or another. All of us
That's
have
true.
been doing this at whatever level of experience we're relating to life at the level of the microscopic, subatomic, teeny tiny lives, definitely.
True.
At the levels of us, the souls, Charles and Fernando, boy, oh
That's
boy,
true.
has that become clear this last couple
Oh,
of
yeah.
days. At the level of the solar systems, most surely, and at the level
Oh,
of the
yeah.
galaxy, of course. And so to be released, as we tune to truth, we release these denied experiences and truths. Now that doesn't mean they go away and we don't have to ever consider them. Heck
Right,
no,
it's
it
true.
means it comes up for us to deal
That's
with.
true.
Hence the fear, right?
Yes, it's true.
But we don't have to let fear call the shots.
No.
Hello, my old friend Fear.
Hello, my
Thank
old
you
friend
for
Fear.
being such a loyal
Thank you for being
companion.
such a loyal companion.
Watch me do it anyway. We see how crucial it is to be a space for as much truth as we're able to connect with.
That's
and
true.
it just isn't, it doesn't work to go out into the sea of lies.
It's true.
It doesn't work.
That's true.
We let that go.
That's true.
Channels up. Asking to be shown. Is it possible for us to do this work if we go out and swim in the sea of lies?
No.
Oh, it isn't. It isn't. It doesn't seem at all possible. And the lie, I see them walking in lockstep, and it's very much like Nazi Germany, looking like.
that's true.
So the lie, society, is marching lockstep in the lie that this is sustainable, like completely Tea Party crazy.
That's
We don't
true.
have to consider. This is imminent. Look, in every way you look at it, it's eminently
That's true.
unsustainable. In every way you look at it, there is imminent collapse. In every single way you look at it.
That's true.
Now they're vacuuming up the krill. Literally, they're actually, this isn't a joke. They're vacuuming
That's
up the
true.
krill. It's not a joke. What moron is allowing that?
That's a good question.
It's almost evil intent. Or it's a wise, defined mind, right?
Right.
Who says,
That's true.
enough suffering.
Enough.
You know what we need to do? We'll just pull the rug out from the base of the food chain,
true.
and then problem solved, right?
That's true.
Let's just pull out the rug.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. So let's vacuum up the krill, and let's kill all the pollinators,
That's
and
true.
then problem solved.
That's true.
Problem solved, right?
That's true.
And let's really amp up the carbon emissions. That's what we're doing. Because then the ice sheets melt faster, not slower.
That's true.
Problem solved. Amp it up. So maybe instead of seeing all those things as something gone wrong, we see them as something gone right.
That's true.
We can start to see that as the divine intervention, right?
That's true.
We've been asking for a divine intervention. Maybe that is the divine answer. Maybe the answer is, this is broken beyond repair.
That's
so
true.
instead of slowing down the demise, which just stretches out the torture
That's
of the
true.
death throes, we speed it up.
That's true.
Let's vacuum up the krill, killing the sea-based food pyramid.
That's true.
And then we kill the pollinators, killing the land-based
That's true.
food chain. Problem solved. Just in case that takes too long, we come at it from other levels. Let's
That's
also
true.
amp up the carbon emissions. Let's build more coal plants, which is
That's
occurring, and let's drill in crazy places where it's even unsafe to drill because the pressures are too high.
That's true.
Let's drill for oil in those crazy places. Let's frack. Let's do all
That's
kinds of
true.
insane things, including keeping gas prices low.
That's
Oh, wow. And this will amp up the melting of the ice. Problem solved. Faster, not slower. That could be the answer.
That could be.
All right.
Okay.
You can use us as vessels.
You can use
let-
us as vessels.
We let wiser minds decide. It's not for us to say,
That's
as we
true.
have been. I have been saying those things are things gone wrong.
That's
Maybe
true. Me
that's
too,
a
me
story
too.
that I've made up. Maybe I'm confused.
I could be confused.
Maybe that is the divine intervention.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. You can use us as vessels.
Merging,
You can
merging
use us as
with this
vessels.
big galaxy. We'll have to figure out the name of this
That's
big
true.
galaxy for all those who wish to awaken. And I see a very a nice core forming around this plexiglass tube of these solar systems that splatted on it like the
That's
flubber,
true.
whatever that is.
That's true.
And are now starting to form some kind of semi-solid central core
That's true.
around a hollow axis,
Yes.
which makes sense. Right at the center on the axis, we wish it should be light. It should be source.
That's
Light
true.
to light, the flow of divine wind, the breath of source.
That's true.
But then around it, everybody who wishes to awaken, right?
that is true.
Sails in the divine wind.